Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Kojimo here, back with another video. We've been learning a lot recently, and today we are going to talk about the intangibles that make a player great. These are going to be skills that we can not track through statistics and other means of traditional ways of tracking how good a player is, but these are going to be things that make a player great because they make their teammates great and ultimately just make everyone around them better. This is going to be something that you want to strive for in your own career, and we're going to talk about all the ways that you can accomplish this and do this in your team, in your matchmaking, and in your pugs to give yourself that increased chance of winning and maybe one day having a career inside of this game. Before we get into that, I do have to give you a message about some Counter-Strike 2 skins, so stay tuned. Thank you to the sponsor of today's video, Skins Monkey. They are one of the greatest and easiest to use CS2 trading sites out there. You can swap out the skins you do not like for brand new ones that are so much more fresh. Even skins that are trade locked can be secured by adding them to your backpack. The greatest thing about the site is that you can buy skins for so much cheaper with a 35% deposit bonus when you use my code KOJO. Make sure to check out the freebie section where you can get a free skin just by completing tasks. On top of the bonuses, you also get a $5 bonus when clicking the link in the description. Alright, so what are some of the great intangibles that as a player you can pick up to become better for your team, for yourself, and just overall give yourself a better chance of having success? Well, the first thing, and by far the greatest thing that you can do, is to be a positive force for the people around you. Now, this one is special because this is something that you can do both in pugs, team environment, just any match that you are in. It doesn't matter how good you are at the game. There is some professional tier 1 players or ex tier 1 players that play this game and are absolutely miserable to be around, miserable to play with. I've been in pugs with players in this region who won't even speak. They won't talk to somebody unless they're somebody relevant, right? If you are this type of person, sure, you might find success in the game, but ultimately you're going to fail. And you're going to go to bed every night knowing how much of a bad person you are, for lack of better words I can say on YouTube. So the opposite of that is what we want to achieve. We want to be the person that makes everyone around us happy and want to be there. The value in this is so good, right? If you can get your teammates motivated, if you can be that positive figure to, project that positivity into them, they are going to overall enjoy playing with you. And it's going to make them want to be better and do better, right? This is not tracked through stats. This isn't something we can really see other than through experiencing it. So being that figure, being that person is so underrated on a team. And if you are someone that is able to do that, you're going to be a much more attractive player to play with. People are going to play with you even if statistically you're not as good, and you're just going to make everyone around you happy. Now, alternatively, another thing that is an intangible that you can do to help your teammates out is be someone who gives guidance and direction, right? Not everyone has to be an IGL. You can help mid-round, you can, work things out in the late round. But if you're able to be that player that gives ideas, gives thoughts, keeps the comms high, you're going to, again, help your teammates out so much. So that can be something as simple as, hey guys, I think that we should take B side here. Like, we're playing the round out. All right, guys, I think we should take B. Hey, can you throw this smoke? I'm going to entry out here and do this. Why that was so good is because you're telling, that player smoked this. I'm going to entry and do this. I need this. You need this. You need to do this. So everyone gets on the same page and we all understand what to do. Now, keep in mind that doing this is going to vary game to game on how successful and when you should be doing it. If you're in a lobby full of players that are super, communicative, they're talking, they're hyperactive, they're doing these things, maybe you don't need to do it that game because you have people around you that are talking. If you have a game full of players that are dead and, they'll listen, but they're just like dead inside and they don't want to communicate to you, do stuff, then you can help bring them up by giving them this plan. I love to do this in lower level lobbies when the players want to do good, they want to play, but maybe they just don't have the experience or they don't know exactly what they should be calming. So if you can be that person, it takes a lot of pressure off everyone else because you simplify the game for your team. It's never going to be able to be tracked like this. You're never going to know through statistics that this is going on or that this player is doing this, but IGLing in this way and doing that is going to help you out so much. On Dust 2, it can be something as simple as maybe you like to op. And on this map, oppers can go anywhere, right? So your teammate has a long spawn. Hey, bro, take this op and go for the long spawn. Now he's going for that. He knows what to do in the round, and you provide that direction, that insight. It's so valuable. and it's just overall one of the best things that you can do as a player inside of the game. If you made it this far in the video, make sure to hit that subscribe button because over 90% of my viewers are not subscribed. Now let's talk about another intangible that is so valuable in a team environment, and if you can do this, you are going to be a player people enjoy playing with. It is a person that prepares their team and helps them understand what they should be looking for in a match. So professional Counter-Strike players, or even just at any level, you could be an open player, a lowest division player, and do this for your teammates and your buddies. If you can analyze demos of your opponents, people that you're going to be playing, and help your team understand what is going to happen in the game, you can actually get them so many frags, so many kills, so much impact without even being there in this, without yourself getting the frag, getting the kill. You could be the long player on Dust 2 T side. You're the guy responsible for going on the side of the map, but you're telling your teammates, hey man, at 125 in the round they completely leave B side open, and you guys have that small window of timing to get in there. So your teammates at 125 are getting ready. All right, let's go in. They go in, they take sight. It's a 5v5, but now they have all of sight, mollied off, smoked off, and you can lurk. You might not even get one frag, but you just won that round for your team. You really did, because now they have to retake the hardest bomb site in the game to retake, and your team won the round because of your preparation. This is never going to be tracked on stats. This is never going to be understood by outside players, and your IGL actually might get all the glory as far as outsiders are concerned, but you are helping your team. Your team is going to love you by doing this analyzation and work. Another variation of this is analyzing your own gameplay and your team's gameplay. Now this, you need to be careful because it becomes really easy to start making this a negative, because you're watching your demos, your team playing, and you're like, dude, what are you doing here? You're so bad at this, you're doing this. But that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about when you can analyze your team's gameplay and help provide ideas and understandings to your teammates so that they understand how to improve their game and what they might be lacking at. Maybe one of your teammates is just he could be really good, but he's not understanding a basic concept, and you see this in a demo. Well, maybe you pull him aside before the next game and you say, hey man, instead of holding catwalk with the op right here and doing this, maybe you should just play back here on a deeper angle and do this. Maybe instead of re-peeking when they're out after you took your first shot, re-peeking here, maybe you hold a deeper angle and then you keep holding deeper angles, because I saw this pro doing it. I saw this. Being able to help your teammates expand their ceiling and raise their floor is going to be a W teammate move, and you're going to help out the entire squad so much instead of just helping out yourself, because at the end of the day, if your teammates get better, you're getting better. Another thing that you can do too is bring ideas to your team, bring ideas to practice to understand. Maybe you saw a cool new smoke, oh, all right guys, I saw Coach throwing this smoke in a pug, and I think it'd be cool if we have a long take where we throw that smoke and we help our teammates out with flashes and do a late long take. Okay, cool. Now we can come to practice with that idea, start to get better at that, and this all stemmed from you having the proactivity to bring this fresh perspective and idea to the team. These type of players inside the game are super valuable, super underrated, and this is the type of stuff that you got to be able to do as a teammate. Too many players, and I've seen it through myself and other teammates I've had, just want to come to practice and games and just shoot. Shooting is great, and you got to be able to do that, but we all have to bring ideas. It's something we can all do better, and trust me, I've learned that if you can be that type of teammate, your lifespan on these teams and your teammates are going to like you a lot more. You're not going to get kicked off, and it's very simple at the end of the day. A lot of people get kicked from teams and all these things. They're like, well, I couldn't have done anything. I just get kicked from every team I'm on. Well, are you doing the intangibles of Counter-Strike right? Or are you just showing up and shooting? Because showing up and shooting is only going to get you so far. You got to be able to be a W man's, a W teammate, and a W friend. So appreciate that. I know a lot of my old teammates could have learned from this video, so I know a lot of us out there are lost, and we're trying to get better, we're trying to learn, so this is definitely something we can all improve on. So appreciate all of you guys. Check out my twitch.tv/CoachMustCS. Hit that subscribe button. Check out the videos on your screen right now. Let's keep learning. Stay tuned for tomorrow's video as well. Peace out.